Hey, welcome back. Today I got a Glock 23. This is a Gen 3, an older model I bought way back in the day. Actually, I did not buy this. This was a gift purchase for me. Just if you're looking at your Glock and you don't know what gen it is, I can do a video on the differences from gen to gen. But Gen 3 is a 1995 to about 2010. The way you could tell if you've got yourself a Gen 3 real quick is right up here. They call this a thumb rest. You're gonna have that thumb rest. You're gonna have these finger grooves, and you're gonna have an ambi mag release, okay? Those are gonna be your telltale signs of a Gen 3. Comparatively to a Gen 5, which in Gen 5, they did away with a few things that are in the Gen 3. One being you don't have that depression here for your thumb. You just have a little, I don't know, a little plastic thingamabob. And they did away with these finger grooves, which I like this grip a whole lot better. It's weird if you have a Gen 1, it almost looks like Glock went back to Gen 1 with the Gen 5s. The only difference being would be the rail system and, you know, the MOS on the top. And so just a quick little going back and forth with them. Well, I got you here. Let me just tell you, I do know a guy. So I know a guy who knows a lot about guns, not about modern guns like these that we've been playing with. He's more of a 1911, World War II, kind of that era guru, Smith & Wesson pistol, revolver, any of that stuff. That's kind of his realm. Let me just show you. This is a 40 cal Smith & Wesson round. That's what this weapon is chambered in. As you know, I like to use the gold dots just because I know that if I pull the trigger with a gold dot inside, I'm going to have success. And I know this because I use this to shoot a deer. This was the first deer I shot with a pistol. It was a through and through with the pistol, and the thing didn't go 20 and it dropped with a nice shot on it. So getting back to that, if you have a weapon, I'm talking about, I got like a gun guru dude. If you got a weapon, you want to know the value of it, you don't know what you have, hit me up in the comments section and we'll go from there, and I'll be able to, I can promise you I'll get you a value that's spot on the market, and I can tell you he will absolutely be able to identify it and tell you more than any other person will know. And he's a modest cat, so he'll act like, you know, I always told him he should do this himself and have his own channel, but he just, he's a modest type guy. And so I'm going to kind of pull him into my channel here. And so if you got something out there, you want to know the value, it's something that not many people know about, let me know about it. And I will, I promise you, I look at my comments every day and I'll get an answer for you. So getting back to this 23, the reason why Glocks are so popular, a couple reasons, is because once you can break one Glock down, you can break them all down. That's it, simple as that. It's not like you got to relearn it every single time. All right, so it's a Glock 23. It's good for you. It's good for me. It's a 23. 40 cal Smith. Why? Because I love it. I don't know, when I was coming up, so you know how the gun world is. It goes through phases, you know, 357 SIG, you know, now it's in a 9mm phase, and it'll go something else in a few years. So that's just how it is, you know. So when I was coming up, the 40 cal was kind of the in vogue round. So that's what I got, and that's why I got a lot of things in 40. And I did shoot and kill a deer with this, so it does work. So I do recommend it. Glocks are great. They work, you know, they work every time. 60% of the time. And just another movie quote, I'm not busting on the Glock. So if you look here, here's a little smudge on the barrel. Pretty recognizable signature. Yeah, Randy Jackson from American Idol. That's another movie quote. So I'm gonna break this Glock down. And like I've done in my other videos, if you can do one Glock, you can do them all. And I'm getting relatively decent at doing it in the air in front of people. If you're gonna do this in reverse and you're gonna show people, a little trick I learned in Nam, put your thumb under here, just take the stress off it. Pull your little thingies down Let the slide go, take the tension back off, take the slenching back off the slide, yeah. So then when you got it like that, all you have to do now is pull the trigger. Slide's gonna come off. Life is good. Take your recoil spring out. Dump your barrel out. I'm gonna take a look-see at this barrel because I can prove that I've shot a shitload of rounds out of here. And she's still in good condition. See the rifling in there? Still good. I didn't do like a pre-video clean out of this thing to show off. Sorry. Put this back together. I'm just gonna do everything in reverse. Slide, barrel. There it goes. That should look like that. Spring, recoil spring. Put that back in so the carved out end goes into the carved out end. This needs a little bit of tension. You shouldn't have to put too much guff on it to reset it in there. Once it's in there, nothing should be rattling around and moving. You're 90% done right now. You take your frame, spin your frame around. There's your contact points. 1, 2, 3, 4, your contact points. Take your slide it right together. Oops, something's not lined up, is it? Senti, not right. So if that happens, that means when you can't jam it in, it means that recoil spring is always tipped. See how it's off just a little bit? So you just need to adjust it. You could see me, I was about to put a little bit of guff into it, a little bit of English on it. You don't want to do that because if you bend something internally, you're going to end up with an issue. It's just not worth. The juice is not worth the squeeze, so to speak. So once you've got it all back together, I like to call this a little Glock click. I'm going to push this back till you see these 2 pins will reset and it'll make a little click sound. Then you know the weapon's back together. You can cycle it, snap it, Hollywood it, make it look all nice. Oh, I did cut all my hair, but it's grown back. When I cut it, I realized I have a really big dome. I kind of look like Megamind. If you've seen that Megamind cartoon guy, that's what I look like. So I'm like a red Alex Jones Megamind. All right, so there's the 23. Great, I don't want to say great little gun. It's like, I would say this is a great full-size gun. Good for the range, good for home defense, good for law enforcement. There's really no holes in this thing's game. I wish I could put a red dot on it though, honestly, but red dots went around when I bought this. I wish I could put a red dot because I would hunt with it this year. You know, I think that is all I got to say about this thing. So for now, I got to say bye, Felicia, and everyone out there, keep your head low in the foxhole. And also I got to say out there, things are getting crazy and people are getting nuts. Let's just all focus on treating each other with a lot of respect and a lot of love, and that'll go a long way. All right, I'll see you in the next one. And I just got a new gun today, so I got another video coming at you. And I got a gun coming from Florida, and that should be cool to look at when I get it. It's just gonna be like a flashy, stupid gun. But what can I say? I like flashy, stupid guns. All you gun nuts out there, keep buying guns. Send me some ideas, keep the comments coming. Like I said, if you got a question about a gun, hit me up in the comments section and we'll get it answered for you. I promise you that. All right, keep your head low in the foxhole.